In my last video, I'll just turn the aircon off, I extolled the virtues of laughter because it's so important to be happy and to laugh about things. I suppose as a prepper, I can sit here and laugh, and it's not an easy thing to laugh at others' misfortune, but I don't class this as misfortune. Everybody had the chance to prepare over the past decade. Everybody had the chance to invest wisely. Everybody had the chance to downsize. Everybody had the chance to remove certain financial aspects of their life that were just draining them. Everybody had the opportunity to see what was being lined up for us, and very few people took the opportunity. So at the moment I am feeling particularly happy. I don't have to go out shopping for a greenhouse. I don't have to go shopping for seeds. I don't have to go shopping for emergency food. I don't have to buy any gold. I don't have to buy any silver. I don't have to buy any guns. I don't have to buy any water filters. I don't have to buy any solar panels. I don't have to buy any leisure batteries. I don't have to buy a generator. I don't have to buy a backup vehicle. I don't have to buy winter gear, wet weather gear. I don't have to buy a full tool set. I don't have to buy 10,000 nails, 10,000 screws, 10,000 tacks. I don't have to buy a full set of fishing gear, including emergency fishing equipment. I don't have to buy an Arctic tent, a summer tent. I don't have to buy. You're getting the picture. So yeah, it's a difficult one to feel kind of happy at the moment. Not about the way the world's progressing, but just about your position in it. Can't be a negative thing, and I'm not going to see it as a negative thing. We've sat here and made money over the past 4 months. We're worth more than we were at the beginning of this, yet we've been supposedly evicted and we're retired and don't work. So that's going to not sit very well with many people at all, that people would be sitting on their arse making money doing nothing. Well, again, this has gone back to being a prepper and realising what to invest in. What asset class is going to rise above every other asset class? And it did. I did some Bitcoin mining for a few years here as well, because we have free electricity. So I set up a Bitcoin farm. We put in a few £1,000, bought some equipment and started mining Bitcoin. We also bought into Bitcoin at 7 and sold at 20, because these were things that we could do with time, because we're preppers, so we're not slaving for somebody else. The other portions of life, evictions and animals turning up at the door, that's just life. Anybody can deal with that. A lot of people would get incredibly stressed, and I know that we've been stressed over the past few months because it's not been a nice situation. But we haven't had to stop and look and worry so much about the future, because in all honesty, I made sure that our future was sorted over 10 years ago, and as this is it, and they have pulled the plug. They have pulled the plug, by the way. Life will never be the same for so many people, and all I see is the sheer waste of time and money people have put into their lives over the past decade or so, and they've got nothing out of it, and now they're miserable as sin. And that makes me smile, to be honest with you, because this is going to sound awful, this is, when the hunger and the famine and the poverty and the psychological impact really hits home from this, because don't forget, we're only a few months in. My timescale for collapse is 18 to 24 months from February 2020. So are you mega wealthy? Are you a prepper? Have you got the right asset class? As I said before, none of these things are vitally important for survival, because if you've got your wits about you, if you've got a decent IQ and you're clever, you'll survive anyway. And I watched a really good guy I like to watch yesterday, and he said a very important thing. He said people that knock preppers and so-called conspiracy theorists who now have nowhere near the same quality of life as we do, he said their game is to survive as well. He said, but they're just autonomous robots stuck not in survival mode, but their drive to survive is exactly the same as a prepper. They get up, they go to work, but what they don't realise is they're not surviving. They're just existing. And when a situation happens that they fail to recognise and fail to acknowledge, their existence becomes futile. Cheers, everyone. Hope my subscribers and the people that listen to my ramblings get what I mean here, and have a wonderful day. Cheers.